All right, Sagittarius got the Three of Wands. What do you need to turn your back on, babe? Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, there may be something that you've put a lot of time, energy, blood, sweat, and tears into. Something that you have established already. Some ball that you have already gotten rolling. That you are needing to turn your back on something. I just heard sacrifices need to be made in order for you to really like fulfill your end of the bargain, it feels like. For some of you, there may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that may have water placements, or yeah, definitely maybe somebody with Taurus placements. But you may have been trying to collaborate, or some of you have just put things in motion and you've been anxiously awaiting like this certain level. And I feel like some of you are needing to turn your back on the anxiously awaiting part, needing to turn your back on the expectation and really, really deeply enjoying the journey, which Sagittarius never has a problem enjoying the journey. But I do feel like some of you have felt weighed down by certain people or connections or jobs or friendships, and there is this need to, what is that? There is this need to really take a look at what you have invested in and figure out if it's something that you want to continue to invest in. Because some of you, I feel like, need to like write things out or get used to making lists. There could be a pros and cons list, weighing your options out on paper just so you could look at everything and like see it for what it is versus just imagining what things could be. There is, and there's definitely just a new beginning, a reinvention of self that comes by way of you turning your back on stuff that no longer serves, turning your back on an old foundation maybe of some way, on an old creation. I feel like it's something that you created, possibly. Turning your back on it and developing new skills in a different pattern or in a different avenue. Having just some reinvention of self. And it's time. And Jupiter in Pisces, your ruling planet, is transiting into a place that it traditionally ruled. And so there is something about coming home, coming back to yourself, really having like this grand perspective, this seeing the big picture. It feels like Jupiter shows you the big picture. And so once you see the big picture, Sagittarius, it helps really, you get your priorities in order. And you need to stick to it this time, I just heard. Whatever it is, you know what you don't want to continue with. You know what behaviors or habits or people, places, or things that you need to let go of. And there is a need to stick to it this time so that you can really take all this manifestation energy and do something with the fruit of your labor. Do something that you really want to do that means a lot to you. All right, Capricorn. As for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages, one card, one message, please, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Jupiter in Pisces transit. One card, one message, please. Take a deep breath, Capricorn. One card, one message. That was Ace of Swords. Wow, Ace of Swords with the High Priestess. Capricorn, there's deep awareness coming in to you about the ways that you need to be alone, the ways that you need to introvert and honor your true feelings. There is an exploration of self and awareness, an exploration of singlehood, of solitude, of like purposeful solitude. There is something about like figuring out the difference between being alone and lonely, and some big aha moments. I'm only keeping the Knight of Pentacles reversed on the bottom of the deck. I feel like some of you have felt like you've put a lot of energy in the wrong direction, or you feel like maybe there's this start-stop thing there with yourself and with your spirituality, or with somebody with heavy air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Cancer placements. There is this intent. I feel like also Jupiter and Pisces for Capricorn is going to be bringing in conversations, intense conversations that cut cords, cut ties, that really bring in truth, awareness. The Ace of Swords is an influx of intellectual power. So Capricorn, I feel like for some of you can't see the way, or you haven't figured it out, but there is this big aha moment that's being given to you by way of the Almighty. And the way for you to access it is by going to the Almighty within you, meditation, allowing yourself to sleep, allowing yourself to rest, pray, whatever it is that you do, commune with the God of your understanding, figuring out what you believe in, figuring out who you believe in. There may be somebody with heavy Cancer, or just a very spiritual or motherly type person. There could be intense conversations coming in with your mother or your grandmother, downloads, spiritual knowings coming in. There is this need to just make sure that you're listening to your gut feelings and your intuition. Are you really honoring those deep mysteries and those deep knowings within? There is also something about when the information comes in, Capricorn, don't immediately act on it. Sit on it. There is something about changing the way you move. I feel like, especially in regards to a spiritual person or a spirit or something of that, there is a spiritual person that you're interested in, or someone with heavy air, Cancer, or earth placements. You can't approach them the same way that you used to approach people. There is something about getting out of your comfort zone, especially in pursuit of love, or in pursuit of spiritual knowing, or in some of you, I feel like, are looking for your life's purpose, or looking for better communication skills. Some of you, I just heard, can't find the words. Some of you can't find the words, and there is this need to give yourself the tools, and you can give yourself the tools by way of spirituality, by meditation, quiet time, saying less, seeing more. The Lovers on the bottom, or Lovers whenever I split that. So there is definitely something about I just heard sacrifice. What activities or what do you need to sacrifice for your betterment, for what you love, for what you want, for the kind of partnership that you want. I feel like for some of you with heavy Capricorn placements, who you want to be with, or the right person for you, is going to require some sort of like stepping up in some way, and that's going to manifest differently for all of you. But either way, Jupiter and Pisces for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising is going to be bringing in deep insight, awareness, and an influx of your intellectual capabilities and faculties, like you being able to really think faster. This is also Mercury and Gemini too, I feel like, for you guys, is helping you just think faster and see the way clearer, and just like be able to communicate way more effectively than normal, being able to cut ties with old toxic thought processes and old sadnesses and old regrets, being able to really, really like cut ties and move forward. All right, Aquarius. card one message, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Jupiter in Pisces. I also just heard Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius. You guys are the only one who this message is for, your Venus too. But one card, one message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising in Venus for this Jupiter in Pisces transit. And it's interesting, Venus and Aquarius. I mean, I think you guys are maybe needing a little emotion, a little water, a little softness, especially with yourselves. Getting more comfortable feeling, getting more comfortable emoting. One card, one message, please, for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Take a deep breath, please. One card, one message for Aquarius. Yeah. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Too many emotional doors open. Aquarius, Jupiter in Pisces is going to bring this sort of replenishment. And the replenishment is accompanied by an awareness of how you have disconnected from the wrong people, disconnected from maybe the wrong things, or needing to reattach emotionally, spiritually, putting yourself back on the as a priority, allowing yourself to feel, allowing yourself to dream, to hope, to visualize. I just heard options. So for some of you, there is an emotional breakthrough that really provides you options. It's like once you guys really, interesting, King of Swords on the bottom of the deck for Aquarius, and this is Mercury in Gemini, which Mercury is in Gemini right now. For you guys, there is this awareness, I feel like, of some you guys may have been extra cold lately, or extra sharp lately, or really in a place of, Jupiter in Pisces is bringing you guys the tools to better master your thoughts, words, and emotions. An elegance to your words. There is this authority to your words that stemmed from a very clear, educated, secure place, not a chaotic, overindulging place. And so there is this need to really take a look at all the emotional doors that are open, close them. Take a look at all the options that you have going on. What needs to be prioritized? What needs to be, what's healthy, what's unhealthy, what is frivolous, what is a distraction, what's contributing to you not putting yourself as the number one priority, and what is creating this emotional fog. What Jupiter in Pisces may bring in, it's funny because you guys are going to see it as an emotional fog or as like murkiness. And I don't know how this, and it's just like, dude, it's just feelings. Like, welcome to the rest of the world. Like, the rest of us have like feelings. Yes, you're having feelings. And you're just like, I don't know what's happening. And it's just like, dude, it's just feelings. Like, talk about them. Acknowledge them. Don't argue with people that the shit ain't about. Tapping into your habits, Aquarius, and taking a look at what you want to materialize, what you want to manifest, what basket you need to put the most eggs in. Because all of this, like, there's so much to do, but I don't know where to start. It's like it's time to get quiet. And when you get quiet, awareness, insight, aha moments, information, truth, really clear, concise truth and conversations coming in to really give you guys like this path. You see what you need to do first, what you need to prioritize, who needs to go where, and what, you know what I mean? It's just like, some of you, I feel like I've been playing checkers, but you're about to be playing chess. Pisces! Alright, one card, one message. This video is already way longer than I wanted it to be, which is why I don't do these videos this way, because it puts a limit on myself that I don't really like putting on. And that could be a thing that is coming up for you guys. Limits, putting a limit on yourself. Maybe limiting what you say. Jupiter and Pisces, I feel like you guys don't have to say much. You don't have to say, you don't have, like, it's about you feeling it. Some of you are able to really bring things into existence and draw your desires close to you just by feeling. And the universe really picking up and responding to your feelings. It just feels really good when I just slid into your energy, Pisces. It's just like, feel it out. Also tap into how other people have made you feel within your love relationships or friendships or whatever it is. Pisces, damn. King of Swords. King of Swords with the Knight of Wands and then Temperance on the bottom of the deck, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. There is just this need to take a look at how people have made you feel and how you have made others feel. There is this need to, I feel like something about sobriety is coming up for you guys. Like making sure that you really tend to overindulgence, that you don't overeat, overdrink. Some of you, there could be definitely some kind, some of you I feel like are having a really sedentary lifestyle, like you are not moving enough. There is a need to be more active, and what Jupiter and Pisces is going to be bringing in, I mean, and this is, this is Jupiter. It's going to be bringing in awareness of ways to be more masterful with your words and thoughts and actions and sexual energy and crafts, hobbies, whatever it is that you guys are pursuing or doing on a regular basis. There is something about making bold moves. I feel like some of you have spoken really aggressively, or you're being really sharp, or there is like, King of Swords is the most savage deck in the, or the most savage card in the deck, I feel like, as far as the court. And there is something about, I feel like you guys thought or think that you're being really clever or masterful with your words, but you actually may be being really harsh or rash or wrong. Thinking or speaking before you think, moving before you speak. There could be somebody with maybe fire. I'll say there could be people with Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag placements. Heavy of those placements that you're really having to be more responsible about in some way. Like you're having to be responsible with those people, or maybe having to be the bigger person, or really trying to like articulate your words in a more wise way. And it would just definitely benefit you to really think logically. I feel like Jupiter and Pisces is going to have you guys so deep in your emotions, so deep in yourselves, so deep in how things feel, that there's a real need for you to remember your logical mind and your practical decision-making capabilities. There is this need to, I feel like, get a little Aquarian and kind of get give yourself this bird's eye view, so that there's got to be checks and balances, Pisces. There's something about like enforcing new boundaries, checks and balances within yourself, within your diet, within your habits, within your spending habits. I also feel like some of you may be in a place where you're being isolated in some way, or you're isolating yourself even more than necessary. And there is this need to really tap into, strengthen the bottom of the deck, tap into what makes you feel weak. What is making you feel weak? Who is making you feel weak? You're needing to explore your relationship with control, and explore your relationship with your ego and pride, and really get to the heart of the matter. There's something about using your logic over your emotions, because I feel like for you guys, your emotions have been very like flip-floppy, or like really fast, and there is this need to, or really mercurial, so you may have been like really in your head in some way, and just not feeling like yourselves, or like feeling disconnected. Some of you may have feel disconnected, and there is reconnection coming, replenishment coming, awareness, aha, insight. And not only that, but the language to really control what you actually have control over. Alrighty, so I want just a collective message for this Jupiter and Pisces transit. We're at 21 minutes. Oh my God, yes. Someone said the other day that they loved my long videos, and I deeply appreciate that, because oddly enough, it was actually a Pisces that made me insecure about the length of my videos. So this is for us. And what do we all need to know about this great benefic Jupiter moving back into its traditionally home sign, Pisces, from now until July 28th, 2021. As for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for the collective, for everyone watching. Guys, be sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising, or your Venus as well if you feel led to. 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, Lovers, 8 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. I didn't even mean to pull all that. But what's coming in is this need to, the getting is about to get fucking good with the 4 of Wands being here. Happy wife, happy life, fun, events, weddings, festivals, events, gatherings, things of that nature. Time management is going to really be important. Making sure that you're not going through the motions, that you're actually physically present in all that you are juggling. Making sure that everything that you're taking responsibility for is actually yours to take responsibility for. Some of you, I feel like in the workplace, or in regards to an event or a wedding or a job or something of that nature, you're doing too much. You're needing, some of you, it may be a thing about control. You're needing to delegate tasks more. You're worrying too much. There is this need to focus on love, to focus on happiness. Jupiter and Pisces is bringing in the good stuff. 4 of Wands, the Lovers. For some of you, the love of your life is coming in. For some of you, this is someone that you want to marry, someone that you want to be with. And for some of you, when that awareness hits, I feel like, ooh, I don't want to be a player no more. some of you have been playing games. Some of you have been juggling it, and some of you are polyamorous and everybody knows everything. That's cool. And everybody's on board. But for some of you, I do feel like there is maybe some kind of juggling or just dating. You're seeing multiple people, and that's fine. For some of you who are dating multiple people or polyamorous in open relationships, there is a real partner that's coming in. Maybe somebody with heavy Earth, Fire, or Gemini placements. And when this person comes in, there is this freeze. Like some of you, I feel like some of you are moving really, really fast in like the marriage department. Some of you, I feel like you haven't even been together 2 years yet, or you've barely been together 2 years and you're already planning a wedding. And there is this need to make sure that you are looking at everybody's habits, looking at your habits, looking at spending habits. I feel like for some of you planning a wedding right now, there is some kind of difference in spending habit that needs to be examined or explored, party habits that need to be explored. I feel like make sure you don't marry somebody that y'all don't party the same way. That y'all don't move the same way, that y'all aren't, it needs to be equally yoked as far as hustle, as far as grind. There is something about, and it doesn't have to be equal, it just needs to be agreed upon. Like maybe someone's staying at home, someone's going back to school, someone's working full time while the other person's doing whatever. It's just like, there can't be this, oh, we haven't talked about that, especially in partnership. Whatever it is, like we haven't talked about that. Maybe it's like how you raise children, or how you want to discipline your children, or how you want to spend money, if you want to have joint or separate accounts, things of that nature. If like how often you want to party, how often you're okay with your money being spent on partying or on whatever it is. There is just this need for you guys to really, all of us, to take a look at our time management and making sure that everything that we are juggling is ours to juggle, is ours to process, is helping us actually progress through this emotionally turbulent time so that we can experience this divine connection, this merging, this lover. And what's in between you and the lovers, are you in this being in love with someone, or it could be a renewal in a relationship, or a renewed passion in art or in industry, or whatever it is, you finding or feeling like you really found your life purpose. Or for some of you, you really feel like you found your life partner. And what's in between that is a foundation. There is some like foundation of, I feel like one of you really knows what their passion is and really, really like is working for it. And the other is hardworking, but isn't working towards their dream. And there is this need, or isn't working towards their dream, or as busy like as you are, or as they could be. There could be an imbalance of fun between like work hard, play hard. There just may be a need to really reevaluate that within the realm of who you partner with and who you surround yourself with. Jupiter getting out of Aquarius, you are who you hang out with. And we're going into a place where we're really processing those who are around us, what we've put our energy into, what we've put our blood, sweat, and tears into. And for some of you, you've been working really, really fucking hard. And the fruit of your labor is really about to pop off, and you're not even going to see it. So because some of you are in this place of like, holy shit, I'm stuck. I don't know. I've been doing this for so long and nothing is happening. I don't know what to do. It's like, hold the fuck on, baby. Your jackpot is coming. Your big win is coming. And there is this need to celebrate. There is stuff coming in. Jupiter is bringing in benevolence and goodness and happiness and completion. Happy endings, I just heard. Happy endings and things, and happy new beginnings that are to be explored and worked through and celebrated. Collaborating emotionally or collaborating artistically, Collaborating, maybe there could be, this is that open relationships or polyamory again. There just could be a nice flow that you find, that some of you find. And there is a need to just make sure that your eyes are open, no blindfolds. You're willingly really looking at the reality of everything, because Jupiter is going to bring in those rose-colored glasses. And so there is this need to allow yourself to keep logic in the back of your mind while you're having a good time. It's just like, while out, have fun, do whatever you need to do. But just make sure you keep reason and common sense and your access to your intuition on deck at all times. So you can really like flow through this. I love you. Mwah.